Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Space Reserved, episode 18. 18
Indeed.
weeks.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's
I
almost
know.
half a year.
Sure. Me, not knowing my math, I had to wait a second. I was like, right.
Like, we're not that. It's more than a quarter of a year.
Yeah, because we started in, April.
April?
March. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Nice. So here we are. Do you want to start us out on our In Memoriam segment?
yeah. Yes. Well, this morning, I woke up at 7 a.m., and I said, I gotta go back to sleep. So let me go on YouTube and, do an ASMR. I go on YouTube, the first thing I see is that Hayden Panettiere has passed away. I said, so how am I supposed to go to sleep now? So, if anyone hasn't heard, Hayden Panettiere has passed away a few days before her birthday, actually. Her birthday was supposed to be on the 21st, I believe. Um, so that fucking sucks. Obviously, we know her from Ice Princess. I just mentioned her from Remember the Titans. Heroes, which I haven't seen, but I heard is really good. Nashville, which I also haven't seen, but I added it to my list. And just a whole bunch of other things. She's like the Bring It On person that everyone loves, that movie with Solange. And it really just sucks. It's sad to hear. Now both Ice Princesses, Michelle Trachtenberg and her, are both no longer with us. Obviously we didn't know her like that, but she is someone that helped shape our childhood, and I hope that she is genuinely in a better place.
Yeah.
And I know that her memoir just came out literally 3 months ago. And she
Oh,
was
yeah.
doing those interviews about the abuse that she faced. Um, on that, I don't know if you heard about the boat thing that she was. It's like a whole trigger warning about sex trafficking, basically.
Oh my
Um,
God.
by someone that she really trusted. So she's been through a lot, and child custody, and then the whole relationship with her mom is a whole other thing. So her, similar to so many child stars in that era, has been through a lot. And I hope that she is at peace wherever she is. I'm sure she is. So, yeah.
Yeah. To me, she's such an icon of the early mid 2000s. I just had to look it up to make sure I wasn't making it up. The brand candies. Do you remember candies?
Are
They
they
were
shoes?
yes.
Yeah.
I remember Hayden Panettiere did an ad campaign with candies, and she had these platform flip-flops that I wanted so bad. I thought she was the coolest girl in the world. She was wearing Candy's platform flip-flops. It was everything to me. I loved Ice Princess so much. I still watch that almost every year.
Yeah.
And
She's an icon. I did have to watch. I think we mentioned this. Didn't I mention to you Until Dawn, the video game?
yeah.
She is in that. She plays a character. I had to watch the Slushy Noobs playthrough of that this morning just to pay homage to her, because that is a really good game and she plays a really fun character in it. So rest in peace to her. I also realized, I didn't know until I looked it up today, her brother that was in that movie with her, the 9/11 Tiger Cruise movie on Disney Channel. Was he in that one, or was he in a different one? They acted in a movie together. Long story short, he passed away 3 years ago. Was nobody gonna tell me that? So, at least she's
Heck.
yeah. I said, I saw the picture of her and her brother, and I was like, oh my God, I bet you he's so sad about it. And then the person in the reel was like, who passed away? So they're gonna be together. I said, so he also passed away? So, RIP to both of them. I think his name was Jansen. So, yeah.
I saw Allison Stoner posted a video and that made me cry.
Damn. I saw the I forgot her name, but she's the best friend in The Princess Diaries, who's like everything.
Oh, the best friend of Michelle Trachtenberg.
No, the best friend of Anne Hathaway in The Princess Diaries.
Oh, in the Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was Ice Princess. Yeah, the one that plays Lily.
Yes. She posted her today as well. So I
Damn.
was like, damn, bringing everybody together.
Uh,
Yeah. Viola Davis also posted something. I didn't know that they did something together. But yeah.
This is something I like think about quite often, which is like I'm someone that like celebrity deaths of people who like really like had an impact on me or like who were like part of my cultural understanding, like they really affect me. Like like I get really sad. And I just think like the older we get, obviously the more often this is gonna happen. And like I genuinely cannot think about like what it's gonna be like when some of these celebrities pass away for me.
Yeah.
Like
Truly.
it's gonna be like so I don't know.
Yeah. Especially the ones that like seem to come out of nowhere. Like she didn't pass away because she's elderly.
No.
Um so yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. But even sometimes the elderly, like when Maggie Smith passed away, like she had lived a full life. And
Yeah.
I still was like inconsolable for a couple days. I was like, that's Maggie Smith. Like,
Yeah.
that's my everything.
Yeah. I remember
So,
when RIP when Cameron Boyce died like
oh, I can't
5
even
years
think
ago.
about it.
I was on my Finsta actually having a like medical emergency. Like I was like I saw it on a I like kept posting on my Finsta different things being like I just saw something and I hope it's not true. And then I posted something else and I was like somebody said that Cameron Boyce is dead, but it's some random website. And so I was like up until like 4 a.m. trying to like refresh for like a real website to be like, yeah, he did die. And in fact,
Yeah.
he did die. So
Oh, that makes my stomach hurt to think about that. That was so. I can't.
yeah, that was hard. And even like from the Cosby Show, like Malcolm Jamal Warner, who passed away from drowning when he was like trying to save his child. Stuff like that that just comes out of nowhere. Like I only know him from the Cosby Show, but my parents know him from like the Cosby Show and a whole bunch of other stuff. So like they were really upset and it's like, damn, like we really just don't know when the hell we're gonna go. Yeah. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, if anyone knew Hayden Panettiere from her TV shows and her video games and like all of that, maybe watch something if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about her.
Yeah, because she went through a lot. And when her memoir came out, she was saying how like she feels like she has more life to live and all of that stuff. And that was literally like 2 months ago. So,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I'm
Uh,
really sad.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that was, I guess, our in memoriam. Hopefully, we don't have to do these too often.
I know. Ooh, knock on wood. Yeah.
Um, Unfortunately, now we have to move on
Yeah.
to a really great topic,
Yeah.
maladaptive daydreaming.
So to move on to maladaptive daydreaming. Yeah, I just thought about this because so much has been happening in the world and I don't know if it's only me, but like even when nothing is really happening to my knowledge, I like kind of go somewhere else in my brain. I don't know if it's maladaptive daydreaming, but I just like to daydream to a place that feels really nice and fun. And I used to do it to help me go to sleep, but now I just kind of like, zone out sometimes. So I just wanted to talk about it and like any worlds that we go to
Mm.
when we're stressed out or when we're bored.
My dad was asking, like, one of my cousins about this the other day because he's, like, writing fantasy books. And my dad was like, do you have, like, a fantasy world, like, that you've created? Because this is, like, there's a specific word for it, and I forget what it is. But it's, like, when you create a really elaborate fantasy world with, like, its own structure that you, like, live in for a really long time and, like, characters and everything. And my cousin was like, oh, yeah, I have that. Like, I've had that for, like, 15 years. Like, I have this whole fantasy world, but, like, no one's ever asked me that. Like, how did you know I have that?
Mhm.
Do you have that? Do you have, like, a world that's built out with, like, characters and structure? Or is it kind of, like, based in something else?
I think when I'm trying to write, I have different worlds that are like fully planned out.
Mhm.
Um, but like but also I've heard that there's people that can't see, like when they daydream, they don't see any. So I guess they don't daydream, but like if I say think of a red apple, then a red apple appears in your head, but for some people nothing appears in their head.
Well, some people I don't have an internal monologue, so I only have, like, images and, like, ideas.
Oh, okay. I have an
S
internal monologue bad, and I see
Okay.
everything vividly. So it's a lot going
Uh,
on.
yeah. This is something that I just found out, like, a couple years ago,
Well,
that people have, like, internal monologues.
yeah, like don't you fully like just talk to yourself in your brain?
Sometimes, but it has to be really deliberate, like, it doesn't happen constantly.
I have like an internal, I don't know if anyone else has this, but like I have like two internal monologues that can sometimes run at the same time. So there's
Excuse me?
yeah. So there's like the
What?
big, yes, there's like the big thought. And then there's sometimes, like, a smaller thought, and they run at the same time, and it's like whichever one I wanna give more attention to becomes the bigger thought, but I know that I have something else going on
But are
underneath.
they words? Like,
Yeah.
it's fully that's so crazy to me. Like, this is the thing, and this is why I think writing takes me a long time, but reading doesn't. Like, I'm a really fast reader because I don't have anything for it to compete with. Like,
Yeah.
when I read really, really fast. Like, I'm processing the words really fast, but writing, I have to be really deliberate with because my ideas are not fleshed out in words. They're fleshed out in like images and abstract thoughts. And then for me to put them in words, like have to translate them because they're not there
Whoa.
already. And so I'm like really obsessed with vocabulary because sometimes I feel like I don't have the vocabulary for my thoughts
Whoa.
in order to translate.
No,
This was something yeah.
that's crazy because I most of the time, maybe like 50% of the time when I'm writing dialogue, I have the full dialogue in my head. Like I have the conversation in my brain first, and then I type out verbatim what I just said in my brain.
Yeah. Sometimes I do that. Like with dialogue, it's different. Dialogue, I can kind of, but I don't have it in my brain. Like it, it appears on the page.
Interesting. Yeah. I
I
think
find
that's
that so funny.
I feel like we're not opposite, but it makes sense why like I read so much slower because there's so much going on in my brain. Like sometimes I will just completely zone out as I'm reading, but I'm having a conversation in my brain about something else and then I have to go back and read it again because I wasn't paying attention as I read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not distracted in the same
Interesting.
way.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes like if I'm reading something really heavy, my mind wanders, but yeah, for other things I just So anyway, that's where we're starting from in our different ways that we daydream.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do have a fantasy. I have I don't have, if that's what you're asking, like, one
Yeah.
fantasy world that I always return to.
Mhm.
Um, I have different ones when I'm writing, and then when I'm just thinking, I have one that changes, but it usually is like romantically charged. So maybe it's just one. I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
always had like I haven't yeah, I always had romantically charged daydreams. Like and that's also like how I would fall asleep for
Yeah.
sure. But a lot of
Yes.
times mine were based in a world I was reading. So like that's always I always was like wherever my books were, like I'm literally YN self-insert like
Yes.
in all these worlds. So that like for so long, I mean, people started like doing remember like the shifting trend of like 2020 when all the young teenagers were like, I'm going to Hogwarts. And
No.
I said, well, I've been there. Like, I've been there for years. Like, my daydreams are like, I'm in the Harry Potter universe.
Wow.
Yeah. That was like most of them, to be honest, until
Yeah.
probably pretty recently.
I think I think when I was like really had like big crushes on people, like maybe like in January I had a whole bunch of like Ilya
Oh, for,
daydreams, even though like Shane is my king. But sometimes you want to get a little freaky with it. Like I don't know.
no, for
Um
sure.
I probably did, I don't remember, but I think most recently my daydreams have been they haven't been that many. I don't know why, like what's happening psychologically, but like when I do try to force myself to daydream, it's been me on like a friend vacation, which
Mm,
I've never had like a friend group vacation. And then I bring my partner and we're like in the kitchen. Well, everyone's like in the kitchen and I'm my partner is a man and he is like carrying me around the kitchen.
hmm,
I just like to be picked up. Like I don't know.
that
So,
makes sense.
yeah. So that's been the thing that I try to force myself to return to when things get hard. Do you have daydreams where like you can hear things like very loud?
Yes, sometimes.
Or even like when you wake up, it's because you heard something really
Yes,
loud that like did
yes,
not actually happen?
yes.
Let's get into that. I literally there was like this one random person that I was watching talking about like there's different types of like intuitive or whatever that you can be, which I people like when I get like my cards read or my palm read or like all this type of stuff, people keep saying that I'm intuitive, but I don't feel that at all. But anyway, this person was talking about like there's different types of like intuitive or like clairvoyance that you can be. Like you can like have visions of things or you can like hear things. And I was like, the amount of like stuff that I've heard that I
Yeah.
know is not happening. Like I don't believe that that actually happened.
But I'm like looking around. Like sometimes I'm like, did someone else hear that? Because it was so loud to me.
It is like so fucking there was one time, this wasn't a daydream, this was like a dream when
Yeah.
I was studying abroad.
Mm,
I think this has also happened before afterwards, but like
hmm.
there was one time where I was asleep and I got woken up because somebody screamed in my ear.
Yeah. Oh, and it's so terrifying
Yeah,
when you realize that. Yeah.
because why the fuck did I hear that shit loud as fuck? I wake up, obviously no one's there. Thank God. I'm glad that no one was there.
Right.
What is
But
that?
still, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, is it like parallel universes?
It could also be that.
Like not me being a scientist. I'm like, did I just hear something? Did I just experience something from a parallel universe?
L- if anyone's listening and they're like, there they go, like getting on it, honestly, sorry. But like, there are sometimes, most times when I wake up, there's a song playing that wakes me up, but
Oh
not
my God.
actually like in my brain.
Yeah.
And either I fully made the song up, like there were times where like I would have to wake up and then voice record myself and like hum it. because I was like, wait, I just made that shit up. But then there's some times where it's a song that like Little Mix did. Like I used to make a playlist of like the songs that would play in my head to wake me up.
That's crazy. That's so
Yeah.
cool. It's
Well,
like you
I
have a
mean,
little song alarm clock in your head.
I guess, but like, what does that mean? Like, I want to know the meaning of this. So yeah, like is that like a parallel reality where I'm listening to something? Is that like if people believe in like guardian angels and stuff, like was that one of my guardian angels like trying to wake me up with like some type of tune that they know that I know about? But yeah, I had like a whole playlist whenever I would wake up. I remember I listened to I think it's called Wasabi by Little Mix. I listened to that song like once, and then years later it was playing in my head to like wake me up.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Yeah.
I
Can
wish I
someone
had
answer
that.
this? Yeah.
Right, we need a dream analyst on the pod stat.
Yeah. If someone has screamed in your ear before and you know that there was nobody there, let us know.
This is so funny. I've never talked about this with someone because I'm like,
Me
I'm
neither.
crazy. Like I'm literally I'm hearing
Literally.
voices.
I'm hearing things. Yeah.
But
So,
I know that they're like, when I'm fully asleep dreaming, I like, and I wake up or whatever, I then like know that it's not real. And when it happens when I'm daydreaming, I also am aware that it's like not real.
yeah.
But it's so loud.
No, literally, it's so loud. No, literally.
This is
Yes.
so funny. I definitely used to daydream more as a young person, and I kind of am scared to get back into daydreaming, but also want to. And I do think we talked about this maybe last time. It has to do with my cell phone addiction that I
Probably,
don't
yeah.
daydream as much. Because, like, I don't let my mind wander in the same way. When I
That could
do,
be,
then I am
yeah.
daydreaming, but like, I'm fucking scrolling all the fucking times. When am I supposed to daydream?
That's honestly could be why I like have been trying to force myself to daydream and I can't do it.
Yeah, it's the damn phones.
It's that damn phone. Of course it
Like,
is.
let me be in another world, you know?
Literally. Yeah. So, yeah, but last week I have been like last night I left my phone in the living room. Did I bring my iPad? Yeah.
Well, I'm not, I'm not the police.
Whatever. I did.
No, I'm really trying to brick my phone every time. Ugh, my fucking mic. Every time before I go to bed, I brick my phone now. So,
That's good.
but then I'm just fucking on my Kindle. So,
Right.
then I'm just reading on my Kindle.
No, I put my phone in the living room and I brought my iPad and then I woke up today and was like, "Oh my God, if my mom's been calling me, I'm gonna get in trouble, blah blah blah." Because she always scares me about like
Yeah,
not having my phone right next to me all the time, just in case like something happens and she needs to reach me. And
yeah.
so I have anxiety about that, but I'm trying to like get over it because eventually she will be able to reach me because I'll wake up.
Well, this is why, like, my boyfriend charges his phone out in the living room. He doesn't have his phone next to him when he goes to bed, but I need to have it next to me with it on, like, do not disturb, except for, like, three people that can call through, who are
Yes.
my mom, my dad, and my sister. Oh, and my boyfriend, but he's right next to me, so.
Yeah,
But, like, I'm like, what if something happens and then they need to reach me?
exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, that's just. And he's like, the Bluetooth is going in your head. I don't fucking know. I'm like, let
It
it.
might be. Right. Yeah.
I think
So
it really
yeah.
bothers him because he puts his phone out in the living room and then my phone's next to me, which is next to him. It's like, damn.
No, I should like actually make it a challenge to leave them both in the living room.
That's crazy. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know if I
try
could do
that.
that. I don't
Well,
know.
and
Yeah.
just like read a book. I wish I had a Kindle because then I would just do that.
I will say, like, I resisted a Kindle for basically 15 years, and then I got this for my birthday, and it is. Like, I read a lot of books I still read, like, paperback, but for those shitty books that I'm just downloading for free, This is
Yeah.
the place where they live. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, well, Christmas is coming up.
So I'll have a Kindle, an iPad, and my iPhone all in my bed. It's whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And
No,
we're
I have to
still
like
not
not.
daydreaming.
Right.
I do need to just like, yeah, I need to get back into imagining and daydreaming. I think maybe also like taking a walk without my phone or anything. Like I live kind of close to like a little forest park. I'm like, I need to just like take 30 minutes even and like go walk in the fucking forest without my headphones in listening to music or like my phone with me.
Yeah.
Just escape the world a little bit, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I'm definitely gonna still have my phone because I'm in America and I just not
Right.
fucking with that. But I will definitely like I should go on a walk with no headphones for sure.
Right.
Like actually being exposed to the world, that's kind of a lot.
I forgot about the America of it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna go into the forest, no phone.
No phone. And I thought, and good for you. Some of us can't do that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not, but like whatever. It's not whatever. Yeah.
It's not whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to look at your phone, you
True.
know?
I don't have to look at it. I did this thing once for a weekend where like I brought my phone with me, but I had it turned off. And that was like I had it turned off for the whole weekend, and that was really good. So like if there was an emergency, I could obviously turn my phone on, but
Yeah.
like I don't need it, and that was like really fun. And then
Hell
like
yeah.
the next weekend, my boyfriend broke up with me. But other than
Oh,
that, it was really good.
perfect. He was
So
like,
I should
couldn't
do
get a
it.
hold of you.
He's like, actually, like being alone is like kind of fun. Like I don't know. Anyway, so I
I,
should do that again.
yeah. And we should get more into our imagination, our daydreams. Because I do think it's really special and important. I think people like make fun of daydreaming and stuff, but it's a way to like cope with our reality. It's a way that like our brains cope with it. I need to find a daydream that doesn't have to do with Hudson Williams. 'Cause it's...
If I was like as into Hudson Williams as you were, but I also like had enough brain space to daydream, it would be bad. It would be as bad as how it was when I liked BTS. Like,
I was gonna say I fondly remember your BTS daydreams.
yeah. I used to, no, literally back in the day, now I'm about to get into it, but I'm gonna stop. I used to literally, my Google Docs are filled with like daydreams come to life or like daydreams come to like the Google Doc. Like I would have a daydream over and over and over and I couldn't stop until I wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
My most recent one was from last year where I think I told you this, where me and Cam Cameron got married.
Right, yeah.
I am 29. I don't give a fuck. I had that daydream over and over and I kept hearing the everything is romantic and I said I have to like blend these two together. And so I
Yeah.
was like, what if I get married to Cam Cameron? Cuz
Yeah.
I was obsessed. Like I had just literally raw dogged 2 seasons of the
You're
summer I
crazy.
turned pretty.
You're crazy.
In like 2 days, I raw dogged the whole fucking thing, only to find no, I raw dogged all 3 seasons, and little did I know that the season finale was about to come like the next week, and I had no idea. And I
My
was like, okay,
God.
so now I have to wait. So I watched everything in I think
My God.
2 or 3 days. So
Yeah, that would also send me into a fucking daydream.
literally,
Like, if
I
I'm binging something, oh, I used to binge or like watch so much Downton Abbey. There was a time in my life where I was a part-time resident of Downton Abbey.
yeah,
And I was always getting in fights with Mary Crawley because I also was into Matthew. It is what it is.
yeah. So yeah, I guess that'll do it to you. And
Mhm.
also just, like, being upset with, like, the writing and stuff, I'm like, "Let me just." And here now I have to fucking get into the world and save Cameron because everyone's pissing me off.
Right. You're really
Anyway,
just doing good work. Charity.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so if anyone daydreams all the time, let us know what you daydream about. Even if you don't daydream all the time, what do you, like, come back to when you daydream?
Yeah. I'd love to know. We can't be the only ones.
Obviously not. Obviously not. I only called it maladaptive daydreaming because everyone's saying that, but I genuinely don't
Well,
even
even
know if that's, like, a real thing.
I think that's like a clinical term, and yeah, probably.
Or is it a TikTok clinical term?
Let me see.
Because I don't think that
Cleveland
what I'm
Clinic.
doing is that.
Okay, according to clevelandclinic.org, maladaptive daydreaming is a behavior where a person spends an excessive amount of time daydreaming, often becoming immersed in their imagination. This
This was the
behavior.
best idea to read it after we just said everything we just said. That was actually a good idea.
This
Yes.
behavior is usually a coping mechanism in people who have mental health conditions like anxiety.
Literally.
For some people, this behavior disrupts work, hobbies, or friendships and relationships.
No.
No.
So I guess then not. But everything else, yeah.
Um, okay, now it's saying another overview. Okay, sometimes it can be like really excessive and happens for hours at a time.
No.
Okay. And I guess maladaptive has come to mean that it is unhealthy or negative in an attempt to cope with or adapt to a problem. People who do this tend to lose themselves in extremely vivid and detailed daydreams. Research
Like,
also shows this kind of daydreaming might be compulsive.
well, yeah. It used to be. But now I have to,
Whatever.
like, force it.
I don't think we're maladapted anymore. Maybe at one point we were.
And also, like, even if we are, with the state of the world right now,
Oh.
can you fucking blame my ass? I don't give a fuck.
Like,
Whatever.
yeah, I'm coping. Yeah, I'm anxious
Literally.
and I'm fucking coping with the state of the fucking world.
Like, did I tell you about my therapist was like, how I have an anxiety disorder?
No.
And I said, great. Because I got tested for ADHD with someone else.
Yeah.
And he said that I had, like, mild anxiety. And so I told her, and she was like, no, you have anxiety. And that's the day that I found out that she diagnosed me a long time ago and just didn't say anything.
Awesome.
So everything has been answered because, of course, I have anxiety.
Right.
So, anyway, yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
I'm still on the waiting list for my evaluations. I'm excited. Should happen in like November.
That's fun.
So,
Yeah.
jury's out.
Yeah. They did say that I do have ADHD and I have mild OCD, which does also make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I guess you don't drive. Do you drive?
I mean, I can drive. I don't have a car.
Well, when you drive, sometimes I do this thing where I have to, like, put my foot on the gas and then on the brake and then on the gas and then on the brake and then on the gas and then on the brake.
No, that's special.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Perfect.
shout out to everybody with mental illness.
which is everyone.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to hear if I have ADHD or autism or both.
Love it.
I don't think I'm autistic, but
Yeah.
the doctor wasn't convinced. So I'm getting evaluated.
Yeah,
I think my hyperfixations are ADHD, not autism.
for sure. I also think that
Yeah.
about you and me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Speaking of autism, my king, Shane Hollander, not
Is he in this book at all? Or he's not?
No.
So for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, Leah read Tough Guy.
Yay.
Yay.
I've now read 4 out of 6 Game Changers books.
Okay. I didn't know there was, for some reason I thought there was 8.
No, there's only 6. I also
Okay.
thought there were more. It's Scott and Kip is number 1. I think then Heated Rivalry, then Tough Guy, then Role Model, or then Long Game, Role Model. No, Role Model, Long Game.
Hold on.
I
Okay.
don't know. But they're not like chronological, they're kind of always like.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were.
No.
Okay.
Ilya is in this one like twice, and I love
Love.
to see him. And that's where the positive.
And that's the end of the pros? No.
Okay. Let me just make a disclaimer. Let me go back to the beginning about Tough Guy. I didn't want to read Tough Guy because, one, I heard that it wasn't that good, and the cartoon cover made me feel weird. Have you seen look up the cartoon cover. Anyway.
Is it like someone that has like 7 fingers? Like, is it AI?
No, it's just like awkward. It looks awkward.
I know I've seen all the covers.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's just not for me.
Oh, no, I have seen this cover.
Yeah. Thank God the version that I downloaded.
It had the bodies, the human body. Love it.
Those are the versions I also have for Heated Rivalry and The Long Game, and I think they should re-release those original covers. If they release the books with those covers, I would literally buy them paperback and not just
screaming.
Download them off of somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the thing about Tough Guy. People said that they didn't love it. That's the And so I was like, then I don't have to read it. But then they did the casting, like I said, and they cast like 2 of the characters. I was like, who the hell are they? And they're side characters from Tough Guy. So I was like, okay, we're getting into Tough Guy. I'm just gonna read it. Like, I'm just gonna do it. Whatever. When I posted the video saying that I was like 9 chapters in, I got a lot of comments from people being like, this is my favorite book. I think it's the most realistic. As a gay man myself, like, I felt the most seen. I think that that is amazing, and I do think like there should be a book for everyone in this series, especially like gay men whom these stories are about. So I want it to be known that what I'm about to say is my personal experience.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like more poorly written than the other books necessarily. Like, I think The Long Game is kind of in a league of its own. Like, I think The Long Game is actually quite a decent book, but I think they're all like about the same for me. Okay.
Yeah.
me trying to avoid the gallows in every possible way.
Yeah.
I liked the beginning of this book better than I liked the end. When I started it, I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, Ryan, I'm kind of vibing with. Okay. Like, he's like this big Viking guy who's like kind of sweet and shy and anxious. Like I said also in my video. Do I love the way they describe him? As Chewbacca and Hagrid.
Hagrid is where we go too far. Chewbacca, fine. Hagrid, right.
Right. Because that's just not attractive to me. Like, I'm not, in my personal life, I've never been into, like, the big, hairy, like, Viking-looking guys. Like, I'm not, like, looking for a beard type situation, you know? So, it's just personally not for me. Okay. Fabian is also not necessarily a type of man that I'm attracted to. And once again, I know that this is just me, and I don't have to be like someone who's like, oh, I'm attracted to the type of person that I'm reading, but sometimes it helps, you know?
Yes.
I don't know.
Of course, yes.
Fabian is like a very, he's described as like pretty slight and small and feminine. He wears a lot of makeup and like, more feminine clothing. What I really liked that Rachel did was never describe Fabian as feminine, though, and never make Ryan's attraction to him as an attraction to, like, a more feminine man. Like, Ryan is gay, and he's attracted to the fact that Fabian is a man, and he's attracted to, like, Fabian is kind of his type because he's really attracted to men who are very confident in themselves and who are confident in expressing a different type of masculinity.
Mm.
So I want to say, great job, Rachel, because I do think like other writers could have been like, oh, he's so feminine and Ryan's really into that. And I think that would have been weird. So I really appreciate that. So starting out with, I'm not attracted to either one of these characters.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep.
Also, the way that they describe Ryan's anatomy.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
We might have to cut it out. We might have to cut this part out, but I'm going to read to you. I'm going to read to you the first description of Ryan's penis.
Okay, let me turn it up.
that we get.
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay. So he's like, in this situation, he's by himself, he's watching porn, and he's like contemplating the person's genitalia and is like, oh, their dick is so pretty. And then he says, like, mine isn't, basically. Ryan's dick was thick and red, and the hair that surrounded it was even more red. He tried to keep on top of grooming the area, but his pubic hair was as unruly as the hair that covered his head and face. His balls seemed too large and kind of saggy. His dick poked out of a lumpy sleeve of foreskin. The head was fat and dark and a very prominent vein wrapped around his shaft.
Why do we need to go into so much detail? You like actually when I thought you were gonna stop, then you mentioned his balls, and then you kept going. Whoa! And so he was thinking that, or what was?
So
was
yeah,
Rachel just wanted us to know?
So he's being like, yeah, she's describing his dick in relation to him thinking that the porn star's dick is pretty. This is not the last time that we get a visual on Ryan's penis. Would be fine.
OMG.
Okay.
The visual that I have in my head is actually intense.
No, I can't find it. But at one point, Fabian is like really into the fact that like Ryan has like huge balls. And he
Love that.
basically says it. And here's the thing, once again, that may be something that someone is really into.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to yuck someone's yum because I read nasty shit truly weekly. So
Yeah.
I simply cannot judge. It's just that I'm not into it. So when I'm reading sex scenes and these are the descriptors I'm getting, immediately I'm like, no. And also because Ryan's really like shy and like, yeah, Ryan's just shy and he's anxious around sex. And Fabian's really like, oh, I'm like here to play. Like, I'm like, let's play, you know, and like have a good time. But the language that he uses is sometimes a little bit like too intense for me to get into it. Like it feels a little bit performative, which makes sense for his character because he's like a singer and a performer and like really like in his own description, like really like into himself. And so when he's talking to Ryan during sex, it feels kind of like a performance. And I don't love that. And then I will say I wasn't 100% sure what the plot of this book was. That's kind of like the literary criticism. Not that we need to like do literary critique on fucking Tough Guy, but I will. Like, I don't know. For a while it seemed like, is the plot that Ryan is on SSRIs and so he can't come and Fabian's trying to like help him come? Like for a while that's what it seemed like the plot was to me. And then it turns out the plot really kind of revolves around like Ryan not really loving hockey anymore, not really loving playing and being like a fighter. Like that's not who he is. And Fabian has like trauma from hockey because basically Ryan and Fabian met when they were teenagers.
Mm.
Because Ryan stayed with Fabian's family because they were a big hockey family and they took in hockey, like young hockey players and let them like stay while they were in like their junior league. Um, and so Ryan was one of these players and he and Fabian kind of had crushes on each other. Like they said like, oh yeah, we had a crush on each other, but like never said anything. And Ryan was kind of the only like nice hockey player or the only hockey player that was like nice that actually stayed with them. And so Fabian like really doesn't like hockey. He doesn't like hockey culture. And like their fight situation is like Ryan also not loving hockey but still playing and still like being a fighter and Fabian
Mm.
being like, why are you still playing if you don't like it? Like just
Yeah.
quit, like go do something else. Um so that was like kind of interesting, I guess. I wish we had had flashbacks because a couple of times they mentioned moments when they were like 17 of like living together and like being nervous around each other. And I think like like flashbacks to those times would have really like helped me with their chemistry of like, oh, this has been like brewing for like 10 years, you know? And like
Mm-hmm.
they were like teens who were like both figuring out their sexualities and like doing that in like the same house, but not ever talking about it. And then like finding each other again as out gay men. I think, yeah, I don't know. So I finished it. I read it. That's my review. Ilya shows up twice. He's just there to like be a menace on the ice and then also to like give Ryan sage advice on his life. I love Wyatt Hayes. Wyatt Hayes is like a huge character in this book, and I've
Mm.
only seen him in like The Long Game and a bit in Role Model, and he's such a sweetheart. He's like the backup goalie, and he's so comfortable with Ryan and was like the one that was like, well, you're gay, right? Like, who the fuck cares? And he's like Ryan's only friend. And I actually want a Wyatt Hayes and Lisa book because he's married to a doctor.
Mm.
She's like fully a doctor, and I guess they met during his first season. I'm like, that's so sweet. Like, I would love the hockey player doctor romance.
Yeah.
Like, how did this like really sweet goalie romance this badass doctor woman, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of it. So I hope in season 2 we only get I'm gonna retract that. I hope in season 2, mostly what we get of Ryan and Fabian is them in relation to Shane and Ilya
Yeah.
and their story. That's
I,
that.
yeah. Thank you for sharing. I have not read Tough Guy. I don't know if I will.
Well, now you don't have to because I just
Yeah.
told you.
But the things that I will say is I also hope that we get like the long game amount of Ryan and Fabian. So there's that.
Yeah, because I
But
think in the long game they have like a purpose, which is to
yeah,
show Shane that like you can be. And maybe we need a couple of scenes of like establishing that, but like, yeah, they serve a purpose. And for that, I'm
yeah,
grateful.
yeah. And I think it's good to see that like Ryan has a life outside of like being super anxious while he's in like the NHL or wherever you call it
Yeah.
in the heated rivalry universe, the
Yeah.
MLH.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I also am really interested to see who's going to be Ryan and who's going to be Fabian,
Yeah.
especially because
Yeah.
clearly like the casting directors are not putting a whole bunch of emphasis on like people's looks to cast them, I
Right.
think. So I wonder, like, now that I read The Long Game and people were like, oh my God, what if Omar Apollo is Fabian? If Omar Apollo is Fabian, and we're supposed to know that like Fabian is like a third of what Ryan is physically, and Omar
Right.
Apollo is 6'5",
No,
then
he's
what is
simply
Ryan supposed to be?
right. There's like 9 feet tall.
We're getting the tallest man on record to play Ryan.
Right. Ryan's supposed to be 6 feet 7 inches tall.
So
Built.
yeah.
Huge guy.
Yeah. So I do wonder, it would be interesting if they actually did get someone that looks like how Fabian was supposed to look like, especially because they didn't care about like what Harris looked like. So I would be
Right.
interested to know like who is getting hired for Fabian and who's getting hired for Ryan and what they look like together, especially looking at that cover. I would be so interested. If Omar Apollo of all people.
But here's the thing, if they only have Ryan and Fabian kind of like have a tiny little thing and then mostly them in relation to Shane and Ilya and the hockey camp, they don't got it. Like, their height comes into it a little bit where like Ryan's like, he's got to bend down to kiss him. Yeah, like you got to sit down, like get on your damn knees.
Like, you have to get on your
I
damn
mean?
knees. You have to kneel. Yeah. Yeah.
But like, other than that, the height, it's more about Fabian's like being really feminine
Yeah.
and like very like ethereal almost.
Mm-hmm.
Androgynous. And feminine's not the right word. Androgynous is the right word. I apologize.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
According to the 4 books that you have read, how would you rank them from what you enjoyed the most to what you enjoyed the least?
That's a great question. I want to say I'm not unbiased.
Sure.
So I am biased.
Yes.
Long Game is going to be up top for sure. Then I think I'm going to go Heated Rivalry.
Wow.
And I know some people would put Role Model there, and I can respect that. I simply am just obsessed with Shane and Ilya.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what it is. Role Model, then I'll put Tough Guy. I think I will just read the other
Yeah.
2 just so I can say I did, even though the way I did not want to spend another second with Scott and Kip.
I do feel like we got it. Like, I feel like we got it. You know what I mean? But they could be good.
I mean, Emily, the from Instagram, you know, she said that Game Changer, like, she did like Scott Hunter better in the book. Like, he felt like more fleshed out and like more real and everything. But I don't know that I need that.
Yeah, and that's okay. I feel like if you read the whole thing, that would be good on you because now you are fully in the know.
Right.
But
Well, I got messages being like, how can you make Heated Rivalry content if you've not read all the books? Well,
who gives up because you watch the show?
how about I watch the show?
Like, who puts these rules in place? We can do that.
Right.
And then if we read the whole thing, then we can talk about the whole thing. But for now, we're talking about Heated Rivalry because we know about that.
Right. I'm not lying. I'm not saying I did read them, and I didn't.
You're just like putting weird rules in place. How about you talk about it then, since you know everything?
Right.
Anyway, sorry. We literally have like not enough followers to even be like having haters, but like it's whatever.
Right. Not the Erling Holland, since you know everything.
Since you're perfect, yeah. Anyway.
He's everything. Anyway, I think I will. I think the next one I'll read probably will be Common Goal, which is an age gap, unfortunately.
Is that 2 people that we don't know?
Kyle, who worked at the bar
Yeah.
that Kip went to, apparently is supposed to be Kyle from the book. And then there's like an older Admirals player who retired.
Oh.
I think the plot is like he was married, he got divorced, he's kind of bisexual king, Ilya Rozanov is bisexual king.
Let's
so
get into that.
bisexual
Brett.
jester.
Right.
And then he meets Kyle at the bar because Scott's always going to the bar. And then he's like, oh.
They should Rachel, if you're listening, I would, and maybe I just don't know because like I am not in the know, but like I would love like a Carter book. But is that heterosexual? Yeah. Unless we twist it to make him a little not.
I mean, if everyone in this universe is going to be gay, might as well have Carter Vaughn too.
Let's make, I don't know. Or even like JJ. Like, I don't know.
I read a fic this week that was so funny. It was like one of these where like Shane comes out and he's just like nervous about it and is like, fuck, like whatever. And every single person in the fucking Game Changer series is obsessed with him and like wants to get with him. And so it was like, it went through like Scott, JJ, Carter, Hayden, I forget who else, like Luca Haas, and it's all their POVs being like, oh my god, Shane Hollander is out. Like, that's crazy that he's gay. Like, not that I'm gay, but like, Who wouldn't for Shane Hollander? And
Right.
Ilya the whole time is like, hands off.
I'm
And
screaming.
he has to like fight off all of these MLH players
No, I love
for Shane
that.
Hollander.
He's the best. Shane is just everything. Now we're about to get into it again. I don't care.
Did you see Hudson Williams won some awards for his portrayal of Shane Hollander
Oh, really?
today? Mm-hmm.
Oh, period. Congrats.
And
He did
his
a good
speech,
job.
yeah, and his speech was like, I didn't think people would like Shane because he's kind of weird and awkward.
We need to stop the narrative. You know what? And thank you for saying that. We need to stop the narrative because, and I talked about this, I don't remember who mentioned it in our comment section about, like, remember when Hudson was like, he was talking to like the makeup artist or something, and she was like, basically like, Shane isn't sexy, and Hudson agreed. And I was like,
Yeah.
what are you watching and what am I watching? We have to stop the narrative that like Shane is like weird to the point that like people aren't into it.
No, literally, that's what I'm saying. The entirety of the NHL wants to fuck Shane Hollander.
And it would be the truth. And if Shane Hollander was a real person, and if I gave a fuck about hockey in a real way, I would have to get in the back of the line. I would have to find the line and I have to get in the back of it. Shane is everything. He is a bit strange, but he's like, I'm attracted to, like, I'm not going to deny that he's strange. He is a bit strange, but like, I'm attracted to that. A lot of people are.
Right.
Let's not act like Ilya is the only one that is like hot and sexy and that like I want really bad. Shane is actually number one on the list. We have to get a grip. And like I'm talking to Hudson actually when I say this, because he needs to stop passing around this narrative.
Well, I think like now he knows, hopefully, which is why he fucking is 75 times bigger.
No,
like he's
literally.
fucking you.
But even if he wasn't, even if he looked the exact same as he did before, I would still need it. I would still actually be like, make him a little like hetero.
I'm pretty sure Shane Hollander is canonically the hottest guy in the NHL. In the
I
MLH.
know. So then
So
let's
what are we
be
talking
real.
about?
Like whatever.
Like you're telling me a fucking ugly weirdo pulled Rose Landry? You gotta be kidding.
So let's stop acting like just because he's a bit strange that nobody wants it. People actually they don't want it, they need it.
You need it.
Let's stop with the, let's stop with the narrative. Let's stop with the narrative. I'm actually annoyed.
I'm gonna have to mute myself because I'm just cracking up. Like the pulpit that we're on right now, talking to.
It just launched me because this is the second time, because I didn't know that until you said it, but this is the second time that Hudson has said something to that effect.
Right.
Cut
and
it
this
out.
is like recent. Let me find
he has
the
to
video.
cut it out. I'm not kidding.
I
know that like he brought Shane to life, but like he has to know that like Shane is everything.
Yeah. Connor also won some awards for SNL. They both did it was like Gold Derby, like the critics thing. Okay.
So much for loving Shane. I really thought he'd be sort of the ugly duckling of sorts, and I really didn't think he would get the reception or the love from fans or people, just the viewers that he did receive. And that makes me emotional, and it just makes me really happy and also kind of confused and honored that you guys enjoyed that portrayal. But more than that, you felt the kinship, you felt the connection, you felt moved by Shane and my performance, which is hard to believe.
Hudson, I don't want to be rude. I mean this in the nicest way. The way that you portrayed Shane is like the cutest, most attractive, most like compassionate and like reflective. Like he's everything.
I like how you said, I don't mean to be rude, and then just gave him compliments.
I don't mean to be rude, meaning like you're completely wrong. That's what I mean. He's like, why would he ever be just because you didn't like his haircuts and I didn't really like him either, doesn't mean that like not everybody is like gonna be attracted to him. Don't ever say that ever again. Don't ever talk about Shane like that ever again. I'm not kidding. This is his second time that I know of that he said some stuff like that. It's not true. Take that out of your brain. If you need that in your brain to do like some type of like method acting or whatever, fine. Then I'll leave him to it. But like, let's be honest.
But also, like, even like, do you really think no, I'm gonna cry. Do you really think Ilya Rozanov, literally player of all time, ladies' man of all time, is like, do you think he's fucking stupid? Like, he's so into Shane. Like, so why are you being rude to him?
Hudson, you need to know that Shane is everything. Stop with the literally stop with the narrative. I don't want to ever have to hear that ever again.
If he
you have to
brings
stop.
this up in press for season 2,
it's not gonna be good.
he said, I thought Shane was an ugly duckling.
To who?
To
I want to literally. What are you even talking about?
like, please.
Whatever. Like, literally,
Be
what are
nice
you even
to
talking
him.
about? The only thing that we can say about Shane is that like he was too nice to Ilya.
Right.
When he should have been like,
a
fuck you.
sweetheart.
Yeah. That's the only, and the way that he would wear stuff, but that's his stylist's fault. That's not his fault.
No.
So, like.
And you know what? He was wearing ugly-ass clothes and I was still into it.
He had on, like, a hoodie under a blazer. Needed him. Still.
Oh, black blazer, navy blue, quarter zip.
Who gives a fuck?
Who? Right.
I would marry him. I'm not kidding.
And that's why I love the fics where it's like, everyone wants him. Because, yeah, like you said, sorry, I'm a Hayden Pike is gay for Shane Hollander truther.
Let's get into it.
Are you kidding me? When he said, you gonna put a baby in me too, Hayden? Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. Like, I don't know who, I know the makeup artist said it or whoever he was, like, working with on the show, but, like, whoever else thinks it, keep it to yourself. It's just not the truth. Shane is not the ugly duckling, not in the books, not in the show, not in my heart. It doesn't matter. Don't say stuff that's not true.
And that's that on that.
And if anyone thinks that, like, I'm actually mad, I'm not, but I am a little bit, but it's okay.
And do you think that Troy Barrett would be asking Ilya Rozanov for Shane Hollander's number if he wasn't, like, so hot?
Right.
Hold on.
There's no evidence, but, like, just because he, like, stands weird and he is, like, kind of strange a little bit, that makes him what are the things in your brain that make you think that he would in any way be the ugly duckling? He's everything. You played him so well.
I think it's just the baby bangs.
And those were tough. And those were really hard.
But they were kind of everything.
But they were still, like, I can look past anything, like, when it comes to Shane. I can't look past anything, but, like, physically, I can look past anything when it comes to Shane. He's everything. Hudson played him so well. There's no part of Shane that's like, ew, besides the fact that he's too nice to Ilya. That is new. But other than that, he's whatever the opposite of a beautiful swan.
He's literally a beautiful swan.
So don't ever say that ever again. Or I'm gonna get mad.
Third strike and you're out.
Literally. Literally. And think about that.
They're never gonna invite us to anything.
Not only that, but they're never gonna fucking watch this to begin with. So it doesn't even matter.
You know what?
But it's true.
You know what I think they should do? Manifesting right now. Because we're such scholars of this show and this series, they should invite us to do press for season 2, and we should try and bait Hudson into a question about this, and then when he says some bullshit, it's time for a call out.
It's go time. No, you did an amazing job as Shane. He's beautiful. Don't say something like that. Then we don't get invited back, and then it's like, right.
Right. Then we're carried out of the room kicking and screaming.
Because I haven't had the chance to see Connor's story yet. Right.
Right. Connor Story's acceptance for this was so sweet. I think Hudson got both of his for Heated Rivalry. I think Connor was nominated for both of them, like breakout star and drama, but then Connor got his for SNL.
Well, Derby, this is Connor's story. Thank you so much for giving me yet another thing to add to my very long list of things to be grateful for and completely shocked by. For Best Comedy Guest Actor, I want to thank Lorne Michaels, Carrie, Rebecca, everybody at SNL, and everybody on my personal team that put in a lot of effort to make that happen and gave me one of the coolest experiences ever. I will never forget that. It also feels really special to be recognized as a part of Best TV Ensemble. Could not have been any happier with the people on that cast. Hudson, my best friend ever, and thank you so much to Jacob and Rachel for being two of the pillars of that. So thank you so much, Cold Derby.
Like, this is what I have to say. One, Connor, here's the thing about celebrities, is that you get so hyped by them and then you realize that they're like human beings. So I'm going to ride this high
Absolutely.
for now.
As you should.
Thank you. He just seems like such a kind individual.
Yeah.
Also, if I want to get into the visuals, obsessed with his nose. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
And I love the little Henley top. Can I also say that? And his hat on his head. And you know when I love when Connor has a baseball cap.
Right. It looks so good. And I just know he's wearing some good denim. You know?
Yeah. And I was just thinking about this yesterday. Isn't like the regular Ilya, does he have curly hair or no?
I don't think so.
That was the best choice. If he doesn't, that was the best choice they could have done, is given Ilya curly hair. I think
Oh my
that,
God.
I don't know what it is, but like,
Yeah.
I do think that like textured hair is similar to glasses in that, like, for me, I empathize with it more versus like maybe if he had straight hair, then I would be even more annoyed with his behavior. That's what I personally
Absolutely.
think.
I absolutely agree. And it's so angelic. Like, it feels so, like, curly hair to me is just so angelic. And also, like, the visual always when I'm reading fics of, like, Shane running his fingers through Ilya's curls. Hold on.
Yeah.
Emily actually said something about Connor Story's beauty. When was that? Today, maybe? We were talking about them, I think, because of this. And I was like, to me, like, Connor Story is, like, transcendental in his beauty. Like, it almost feels otherworldly. And she was like, yes, I've said this before. I think Connor could be like the devil incarnate in a complimentary way. Like, that's who Eve was dealing with.
Oh, for sure. Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
he's from the Garden of Eden.
Oh, he is
And he's
such like,
tempting me.
no, he's very much like mermaid. Like, it's
Yeah.
all fun and games until it's no longer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is what happens when you seemingly have like a good heart and soul, because let's never forget how I wasn't attracted to either one of them on episode 1.
Absolutely.
The way that things have changed is actually gnarly.
It's the journey has been crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because I was like seeing edits of them even before I watched the show, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're cute.
Literally.
Now look at me.
I will never forget, I turned to my sister because I made her watch the first episode after I just watched it. And I was like, it's so much fun because neither one of them are cute. And I jinxed myself right when I jinxed myself right
then
when I said that.
Then episode 2 started playing and you said, well, damn.
And I physically could not undo what I done.
And then
So-
episode 3 started playing and you said, when's this gonna be over? Sorry.
No. And then by episode 6, I'm weeping. I'm finding their Instagrams. I'm like, what? So here we are.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything else.
I mean, we did kind of go on a rampage. I'm like fully sweating. I had to
I I feel like, yeah, I feel like I've just been at church and it's been like interactive. You know what I mean?
Right. I didn't know I had to yell at Hudson today, but it's whatever. Once again, I'm literally just kidding. If anyone thinks that I'm being serious.
Right.
But
We're
also I
just
am
kidding.
being serious.
I mean,
But
well,
I'm kidding though.
I
Why would I ever I need to add this to the list of questions. Why would I ever think that Shane was like unsexy or an ugly duckling? If we were at the club and I was none the wiser, I would turn to my friends and I would say, literally, who is that?
right.
Who is that? He's standing like so weird that it's endearing me. I need it. Somebody
see-
go up to him because I'm too scared.
Right. And I'm ignoring the signs that are telling me that he is gay.
Right. I actually am not paying attention to those at all because I want to
Actively.
find out for myself in a selfish
Right.
way.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Absolutely. Did you see the post I posted the other day where I was like, I genuinely cannot imagine the scene in The Long Game where Shane shows up to the house and is like, I've had a plug-in for 2 hours, because I just see him there with his thumbs in his damn pockets. Like, what the hell?
Like, the Long Game adaptation is about to take us places that we've never experienced, for better or for worse. Like, whether we like it or we don't, it's about to take us places that we've never experienced before.
I'm scared. We've talked about this, but I'm
Too.
scared.
I'm terrified, yeah.
Because, like, I was saying this to someone the other day, like, season 1 is such a perfect season of television. It tells a complete story. It's, like, so sharp and contained. There's almost a part of me that doesn't want that to be ruined by a season that's not gonna be as sharp, contained, and perfect.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously I want it, and I'm trusting Jacob Tierney with my life. But yeah, like, it's such a I'm like, ooh, I almost just want it to stay like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I guess we're gonna get the crazy shit. I guess we're gonna get Shane fucking showing up to the house. Ilya in a gladiator costume. I'm already nervous about that.
Girl. Every time that Ilya is going to be on my screen, know that I'm going to be actually like having an anxiety attack. Because whether it be because he's so attractive or it's because I know he's about to like get in a plane crash, my emotions are gonna be on 12, just like constantly waiting for the next thing with Ilya to happen.
Are we gonna have to meet up in April?
Oh God. I forgot this all the way in April. That's not that far. That's like 8 months. I think that we should meet up in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's also like 1 year of the podcast.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else did we have? We're almost at our hour and a half.
Yeah. I have something small to say / big to
yes.
say.
Say it.
And then we can get into like the ending, like cultural moment and all of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep it like really cute and almost said sweet, but it's not gonna be sweet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put a timer for 4 minutes. Because I don't want to ramble since I do all the time. Basically, I want to talk about BTS. If anyone knows or has heard recently, there's been a lot of like bullshit going on. Because for one, Kim Namjoon, the guy that was my bias, and J-Hope / Jung Ho-suk, who used to be my bias wrecker, who is like someone that like bias number 2, basically. They both went to a Chris Brown concert, and Chris Brown posted them 3 in a picture together. So that's one. The second thing, and then there's like a whole like sub thing with Taehyung and Jungkook. They were on live together listening to Chris Brown music. That was like a whole sub thing that I'm not even going to get into. But the second thing is all of BTS did an AI ad. I believe it was for Google Gemini. If I got that right, it's just so funny because in South Korea, they don't even use Google like that. So then what are we even doing? Anyway, and then as like a sub thing is Yoongi said that like basically like AI is inevitable and he's like okay with it basically. So I'm disappointed on two fronts. Because obviously, when you have a crush on a celebrity, you want to see the good in them, obviously. But for BTS, the way that they, not to say that they're evil, not to ignore all the good that they've done and like raising money for things and all of that. I recognize that. And I still think that they're, relatively cool, I suppose. But it's just disappointing that like when you have a crush on somebody and you really think that like they're talented and they mean well, and Namjoon is such like a well-read person seemingly, like he really acts like he is like very culturally aware when it comes to like Black music and Black media, because like that's where they all started, like that's where BTS is, and I'm like K-pop in general is, in my opinion, founded from Black music. So of course, like it would make sense that he would like right his wrongs because he's done a lot of wrongs, like saying the N-word and like things like that. Anyway, um, so it's good that he's like righting his wrongs, but then to go and take a photo with Chris Brown. So we can assume that like they know about this. Like, I think that it is tough to be like, they're from Korea. They might not know. They have been in Black entertainment business since minimum like 2010. So let's go ahead and assume that like they know that Chris Brown, at least one of the things that he's done, not to mention like the things that he's actively like still in trouble for. Like, isn't he like not allowed in the UK as of like last year or some shit? So it's just really disappointing. I watched a video that D'Angelo Wallace was talking about this, and he highlighted a comment of somebody being like, it's just really sad that like Namjoon seems to be so feminist and like well-read and like feminist literature, and like he really wants to see the side of like women and all of that, but then he doesn't show that he's a feminist when it's actually time to show that you give a fuck about women. Like in practice, like it's all fun to like read it, but when you actually have to like in practice show like stand for something, you don't. That's very unfortunate. The AI side, I thought all of y'all were smarter than that. Not only that, but y'all don't need the money to be doing this ad. Jin literally just sold his house for $9 million, one of his 3 homes for $9 million. Do y'all need to profit off of that? I don't think so. So all of this, and on top of the fact that y'all are such good songwriters, y'all are very smart people, and y'all, I'm sure, know the impacts. You have to know the impacts of generative AI on the globe. Why would y'all be okay with this in any shape and form? It's so disappointing. It's just a reminder, like, that I should never, like, idolize any of y'all, because at the end of the day, you're not as smart or as left as I was hoping that you would be. And that's it.
And I agree.
So
That's crazy. I didn't know that they did that.
yeah.
You simply cannot, like, not only are they, like, tapped into, like, Black entertainment, but, like, if you're tapped in at all to the entertainment industry, you know about Chris Brown. Like, you guys have been in the music industry, in the mainstream, also Western music industry for a decade at this point. So
Yeah.
you simply
So
know.
here we are. And I think, and in the D'Angelo Wallace video, he was saying how, like, I think just assuming that they don't know because they're foreign is worse than assuming that they should know.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. So,
Yeah.
because it's not just a Rihanna thing. He did the same thing to other partners after that.
Yep.
And then he is literally actively in a case where I think he's getting sentenced like later this year.
Yeah.
So love that for you. You should be embarrassed as fuck, actually. So, anyway.
The fact that people, like, still listen to both Chris Brown and Kanye West and all these other fucking artists.
I went to Chris Brown's Instagram, found the photo, and everybody in the comments was like, all like Chris Brown fans. Because he does have a very like
He has
devoted
Yeah.
fan group.
Yeah.
So it's just obviously like, and I want to also say, I am one of those bitches that like understands that not everything is just like, you know, coming out of nowhere. Like, I'm sure Chris Brown had like a hard childhood and like a hard time like being raised or whatever, and that's why he acts this way. And I also understand that like people can be forgiven and people can change, but he hasn't changed.
No. And he hasn't asked for forgiveness and he hasn't shown change and asked for forgiveness.
So yeah. That's it. It's just disappointing. I'm glad that I'm not like as obsessed with BTS as I used to be, because this would have really hit hard, especially from
Yeah.
Namjoon, who I genuinely thought was like.
Well, I thought you were going to marry him.
And I also thought that I was going to marry him.
Yeah.
There we are. But whatever.
I think that can be our moment in culture.
Unfortunately, that can be our moment in culture.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sure, hopefully they've learned something from this, but they should have learned to begin with, and they shouldn't have even been in this situation.
No.
Like, I understand that Chris Brown has such a big impact on, like, the R&B and, like, rap space. Like, there's so many songs that, like, I listened to when I was, like, in middle school and stuff. So, clearly, like, y'all are inspired by him, but does that mean that y'all have to, like, actively support him? No.
No.
So, and y'all are grown as fuck. Like, literally, the youngest person is my age.
So, I didn't come up with my mantra.
I forgot.
Okay, cool. Next week.
Okay, well, is there any manifestations to do?
No, but everyone say a prayer for my foot that it stops hurting by this weekend.
Jesus Christ. Because you're doing the thing next week.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Wow.
And my foot's been hurting, and I got an x-ray on Friday, and it's not broken, so it's just a tendon issue. But I'd like for it to, like, not hurt actively.
Yeah.
Because my doctor was like, just do it through the pain then. Oh!
All right. Like, this is why I can't do this type of stuff, because if my foot hurts, I'm not doing it.
Well, it's not like I want to, but I've spent so much fucking money and time.
Well,
It's been 7 months of training and thousands of dollars at this point, probably. Like, I have no savings right now because I'm fucking doing this. I mean, it's 500 euros for the entrance. I'm about to break it down. And I did it cheap. I bought a fucking old-ass race bike off someone for 250. My other friends were spending like 2,000 euros on their bikes.
Oh my God.
So I got like 250 plus all the gear. So that's like an extra probably like 400 because I need a wetsuit. I need my tri-suit. I need all my bike gear. Plus like all the fuel and food and special shit I have to buy. Plus I have to get a plane ticket and an Airbnb. And now I had to pay for fucking x-rays. They weren't that expensive, but... So, yeah.
Well, still, if you feel like you're gonna, like, actually hurt yourself...
Well, that's why I said I have to go get the x-ray, because if it's a tendon thing, she was like, you'll just hurt yourself and have to recover, but if it's, like, broken, then, like, you cannot.
Yeah.
So it's not broken. It just hurts. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it because I have invested too much.
Well, then next week we just have to talk about all that you've experienced.
Right. I'm feeling kind of Shane Hollander episode 5, I'm injured.
Right.
And
he seemed to be having a blast.
Well, he had just had Rose come out for him and he was about to invited Ilya to the cottage, so.
Not to change the subject, but I will never forget when he said, like, you know, 2121, that's the code, and then blah, 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 and he said, fuck you, and then he said, later?
Right, you said.
so let's have a dialogue. Let's not. But like,
No,
I will
that's the
never
most
forget
attractive
that.
thing anyone's ever said.
Whoever thought about that and wrote that down, because that wasn't in the book, right?
I don't think so. But the
I don't
way
remember
he
that.
doesn't even really look at him, he's like on the ice.
Their facial expressions as they were talking. Anyway, but back to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
Anyway,
gonna
that's
have
my
like a chill next week.
that's my manifestation. What's yours?
My manifestation is for you to have a very safe experience and
Right.
for you to have no regrets.
Thank you.
That's mine.
Right. I think I'll be fine safety wise.
That's good. I personally can't swim, so I'm just I'm anxious. But yeah, I think that's good.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get you swimming and you'll be doing this.
Okay, I don't know about that, but like for sure I belong safely in the water.
Absolutely.
I really do think that like if I knew how to swim, y'all would be sick of me, and I'm not kidding.
You're a
Y'all would be
Cancer. It's where you
sick.
belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took lessons last year, but then this year just got so busy, and so I haven't taken lessons. But
Oh, so
anyway,
you can swim.
no,
Oh.
I think if I like was on drug, like if I took like anti-anxiety medication,
Okay.
I
Those kind of
probably
drugs.
yeah. If I took anti-anxiety medications, I probably could swim because I can float on my back
No, that's the only thing you need.
until I get too far away, and then I'm like, okay, I'm frozen. But yeah, because I think I just get scared about like everything. But
For sure.
once I'm like, I really should actually get on medication, but I can't because I have no health insurance. But if I was, I probably would be a much better swimmer. But I'm just
Yeah.
like so fucking scared.
That's fair.
So yeah,
I mean, I'm scared of water too, and I can swim. Like,
yeah,
not of drowning, of creatures.
sure.
I
I
don't like.
do want to go on a whale watching. I think that I told Lydia that if I do whale watching, I think I will start crying so bad that I would like throw up.
I do love seeing creatures from a
Yes.
boat. I love
Yeah, I
whale
mean like
watching.
crying in a good way, not crying in a
Yeah.
bad way.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
I know.
But I don't like the idea, like whale diving. That scares me a little bit because they're too big for me
Yeah,
to
and
be
I'm
next to
like,
them.
respectfully to humankind, that's their business.
Absolutely.
I don't need to be in their
Absolutely.
business.
No, they're home.
They're not in
When
my home.
when people go down and it's like a mama humpback whale and her babies, why are you?
It's like you're in their bedroom. Like, wait,
Right.
maybe don't.
No.
Knock first. I don't know.
Also, like they could swallow me Pinocchio style, and then what?
And you'll never be seen again, like
Right.
literally. And now what? So yeah.
No, thank you. Perfect. Well, we've done it. What an episode. Thanks
Once
for
again,
watching.
we've done it. Thanks for watching. If y'all have any comments or critique, not critique. If y'all have
No
any
critiques.
comments, no critique. If you have a critique, no, but like actually, if y'all have any comments, let us know. We would love to hear from you about the 25 different things that we said.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.